Hello, everybody. It's Sonia McDonald from LeadershipHQ, and welcome to today's webinar on confidence is so hot right now. This is definitely one of my favorite webinars. Okay, let's get this webinar started. So, confidence. Why is it so hot? Well, I'm going to share some amazing tips and also insights into why confidence is so hot. So think about it. Think about confidence. Why is confidence so hot? Well, I think that there's a number of reasons why confidence is so hot. Think about it. When you are working in a team or you're working with someone and you're seeing that there is a lack of confidence or self-belief, it definitely makes a difference. So, for instance, imagine if I got on this webinar today and said, oh, I think I'm pretty good at, doing webinars and teaching confidence. I'm hoping that you're going to have a really good time. Yeah, I hope I can do it. I hope I can do a good job versus today I'm going to be doing a webinar on confidence. I love doing these webinars. It's one of my favorite topics. It's going to rock. There's a real difference between people that have confidence and people who are not confident. We know it, we can see it, we can hear it. Did you know that confidence matters? I absolutely believe, and there's some great research out there. There's a great book called The Confidence Code, and the research that came out of this confidence code was that confidence matters more than competence. I know, there's nothing more than we get out there. We want to be truly competent. We want to, be truly skilled in areas. I get it. I so get it. Believe you me, I'm here working in the leadership space, and every day I'm trying to be the best I can be and be competent in leadership. However, confidence matters just as much, if not more, than competence. Really believing in what you do, really owning it. Confidence absolutely matters. You know how many times I have faked it because I thought to myself, you know what? I believe in myself and I'm going to learn, I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to do it. Confidence matters. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some awesome tips and insights on how to build confidence as a leader. My number one tip, absolutely, is focus on you. Focus on what makes you unique and what makes you different. I remember when I first started this company, people would say to me, Sonia, why don't you look at what your competitors are doing? Why don't you see how you can get, your edge from your competitors? And I get it. It's good to kind of look at what your competitors are doing. But funnily enough, I think I did it for about 5 minutes because I thought to myself, you know what? I don't really need to compete or compare myself with anyone else. I know what I love to do. I know my passion. I know my purpose. I know what makes me unique, because it's about focusing on what makes me unique, what differentiates me, and owning that and focusing myself, my brand, my company, my purpose on that. Because at the end of the day, and I absolutely believe this is one confidence killer, is comparison. Do not compare yourself to others. Let everyone else be the best they can be or be who they are. Comparison is the death of joy. It is absolutely the death of joy, and it's a confidence killer. Just don't compare. Just focus on what makes you unique and what makes you rock. Also, confident people know themselves. They look at themselves in the mirror and they know who they are. They know their strengths. They know, what makes them tick. Yeah, they know their weaknesses. Can I tell you, we've all got weaknesses. And confident people just don't focus on those. Just look at yourself in the mirror, own it, go, you know what? I'm an amazing person. I'm beautiful inside and out. I know what my talents are. I know what my strengths are. I am aware of who I am. That's what confident people do. Confident people also focus on their purpose. They focus on their why. That's essentially, it means everything to me, my purpose. Because can I tell you, when you're growing a business, you're growing this company, you can get knocks. We all get knocks in life. We're human beings. But I always revert back to my purpose every day. Today, I'm going to be building leadership, confidence, and capability. That is my purpose. That is my why. So when I sometimes do get my knocks and my confidence might get knocked a little bit, I say to myself, Sonia, always focus on your purpose. Why do I do what I do? Why am I building this amazing company? Why am I working with leaders? Because it matters to me. I make a difference, and I always focus on my purpose every day. Also, please focus on your strengths. There's so many awesome books, and there's some great research out there about strengths-based leadership. There's a great book called Strengths 2.0, Strengths Finder 2.0. If you want to find out what your strengths are, grab the book on Amazon, go to the bookshop. It's a great book. People that focus on their strengths as leaders, it makes a massive difference. The research has demonstrated this. There's another great book called The Extraordinary Leader. And basically, the research that's come out is that leaders who focus and capitalize on their strengths, is a direct correlation between employee commitment and also financial results. And also, it's much more fun to focus on your strengths than it is your weaknesses. Why? And why does it matter? It matters because if you think about, and I love to talk about the neuroscience space, but think about when you've bought a car, or if you are thinking about buying a car at present. You know how you go to different car yards and you're looking at buying a car, and it's really exciting and it's really pleasurable and it's really important, and you go and look at BMW and Audi or Nissan or Holden, and then you decide you're going to buy the Volkswagen. I'm going to buy the Volkswagen. Made that decision. Exciting. Then you get on the road and you go, I cannot believe there are so many Volkswagens. Where did all these Volkswagens come from? Oh my gosh, there's another Volkswagen. Isn't it interesting how your brain works? Because your brain's taking in so much data per second, it can only take in, they say about 7 units. I know everyone on this amazing e-course can take in lots more data, but they say on average it's about 7 units. It's up to your brain, a particular part of your brain called the RAS, the reticular activating system. I call it the RAS. How do I set my RAS? So when you've decided to buy that Volkswagen, and then all of a sudden your RAS starts to see the data, starts to see Volkswagens everywhere. It's the same as if, for instance, you find out you're pregnant and then you see pregnant women everywhere. And you go, I didn't realize there were so many pregnant women or so many Volkswagens out there. That's your RAS working in action, because it's important, it's interesting, it's pleasurable. You're all excited. Wow, I'm pregnant. Wow, I'm buying a Volkswagen. I'm seeing all the data. It's the same where you focus your thoughts. Whether you decide to focus on the positive or the negative, if you decide to focus on my brain in terms of focusing on my strengths, building my strengths versus your weaknesses. Think about it. If you focus your RAS on, all I want to do is fix my weaknesses, all I want to do is focus on my weaknesses, it's going to show you that data, which is going to really impact your self-belief and your behavior. Focus your RAS every day on your strengths, because then your RAS will start to show you that data. It is neuroscience, guys. Own it. Every day, set your RAS. Set it, set it, set it. It's like when you wake up and you go, I'm going to have a shit day today. Guess what? And you're going to have a shit day. And at the end of the day, you go, why did I have a shit day? But you set your RAS that way. When you focus your RAS on your strengths and focus your RAS on the positive, you will start to see that data. Please do it, because you are the director of your mind. Your mind being like the stage. You are the director of it. And you only want Oscar award-winning actors on that stage. Absolutely. Because if you've got bad actors on that stage, you're going to have a bad play playing out. Make sure you only have Oscar award-winning actors. I beg you. You can do it. You are the director of your mind. You are in control of what actors go on that stage. Another thing that is a confidence killer is something called ants. Ants are absolutely a confidence killer. These are automatic negative thoughts. And we all get them. These little ants, they crawl into our brain. Those, I'm not good enough. How can I do that? I'm not this enough. I'm not pretty enough. What happens if I fail? And you know what? Just squash them. Just get them off the stage. Get them crawling. Just stop them crawling into your brain. You are in control of your brain. Just squash the ants. If you are having thoughts that are not empowering and they're disempowering, then you need to get rid of the ants. Squash them. This is where it's really important to focus your brain on the positives. It's really important to think about where your focus is. As leaders, it's important and vital that you spend some time reflecting, that you think about, okay, what am I focusing on at this present time? Is it serving me? Focus. Look at where you're focusing. Okay, attention goes, energy flows. Absolutely. And I'm not saying you need to dance on rainbows every day. We're all human. Things happen. You know what? We get negative thoughts. Crap happens. We get knocks. I get it. Just don't focus on it. Don't spend your time ruminating and going over and over and over and over again on negative situations or circumstances. And hey, from a neuroscience point of view, I understand it's easier to gravitate that way. Just don't do it. Focus your mind on what makes you rock. Focus your mind on what makes you rock, because you'll start to see the data and that'll start to build your confidence. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Think, do, and be positive. Absolutely. Try and find the positive in things. Please do. Because another thing that we do as humans is we try to perfect everything and we try to be perfect. I'm telling you now, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. And it's okay not to be perfect. It's our imperfections that make us perfect. And when does perfection doesn't even exist. When is anything ever perfect? Because you can constantly strive for perfection. But you know what? It's okay for us to struggle. It's okay for us to be imperfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay that we have too much hair on our pinky toe. It doesn't matter. We are human beings. Just don't focus on what doesn't make you think, what you think doesn't make you perfect, because you are perfect just the way you are. Also, confident people are always changing. They're growing. They're evolving. They're open to feedback. They're open to looking at different perspectives. They're really open to growing and being the best they can be. So open yourself up to the world. Open your mind up to experiences, because your life story, who you are today, the person you are today is due to the fact that you are going to constantly grow and change and evolve. And it's the life stories and experiences that make you the best that you can be, and own it. Also, confident people, they take risks. Please take risks. Please put your hand up. Life is way too short. It's way too short. There's so many times I've put myself out there and I've taken risks, and sometimes, you know what, it hasn't ended up how I thought. But sometimes it has, and I've gone, well done. I did it. I put myself out there. You know what? There's times where I've been scared and I've feared stuff, and I've gone, you know what? I don't want to look back on life and say to myself, Sonia, I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd put my hand up for that. I wish I'd gone and asked that person to be my mentor, or asked that person on a date. Life is too short. You know what? If you see an opportunity and you only tick 5 out of the 10 boxes, go for it. At least you're going to learn something. Please take risks, because I'm telling you, it will end up paying off. Confident people know how to laugh at themselves. Laughter is such great medicine for you, for your brain, for your chemicals. The amount of times I've stuffed up and I've just laughed. I've absolutely just laughed and gone, you know what, Sonia? I'm going to stuff up. I'm going to keep stuffing up. I'm going to have things that are unexpected, things that I didn't think they were going to turn out and they've turned out, or things that I thought would turn out and they've completely been a disaster. And I've just laughed and gone, you know what can I learn from this? What can I do differently? And life's just like that, where life is just funny. It is funny. You've got to learn to laugh, and you've got to learn to surround yourself with people that can laugh with you. Surround yourself with your tribe. Absolutely, your tribe. Surround yourself with those people around you that believe in you, that know what makes you rock, that empower and inspire and motivate you, that are there for you, that you can be truly yourself and vulnerable. Get rid of people out of your rowboat that are not rowing your boat. If they're putting holes in your boat, you need to get them off your boat, because life is too short. And people come in and out of your life for a reason, but make sure you focus on your tribe, and you also take care of your tribe. I want to see more of us empowering everyone else, empowering everyone to be the best they can be, because that's what it's about. It's about courage. It's about confidence. It's about inspiring and empowering others to be brave by being who we are, being authentically who we are, being vulnerable, being human. That's what confident people are about. They're courageous, and confident people are vulnerable. There's real power in vulnerability. There's real power in saying, you know what, I'm a human being and I have struggles, and I am going to own who I am, and I'm going to be the best I can every day, and I'm going to be the best I can at to everyone. And I'm going to have times where I'm going to have my knocks. I'm going to have times where life isn't going to work out the way it is, but there's going to be times where I have great joy and great success, and I'm going to shout it off the rooftops, and I'm going to be courageous to be the best I can be. Also, courageous people, so confident people, and this is, I'll tell you this really cool story. I don't know if you could see the speakers there on the bottom of the slide. I'm going to play it if you can hear it. Maybe, hopefully you can hear it. Maybe not. It's actually Superman playing, but that's okay. We can't hear it. I was hoping we could, but that's all right. It's actually dun, 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 dun. There's this great story. There's this great TED Talk. It's around body language with Amy Cuddy. I'd highly recommend you watch it. It's pretty cool. And she talks about body language and how our stance can really make a difference in terms of confidence. Watch the TED Talk. It's really awesome. She talks about, if you think about, animals and they're trying to get power over you, they tend to make themselves bigger. They tend to puff themselves up. Well, she did some testing of some students, and what they found was when you actually do the Superman pose or the Wonder Woman pose, you can call it, I love to call it the Wonder Woman pose, when you put your hands on your hips or you stretch your arms out and make yourself bigger, it actually increases testosterone and decreases cortisol, and it helps with confidence. Can I tell you? It absolutely does. I do it in all my coaching and all my programs, and it makes such a difference. Watch the TED Talk. Give it a go. Love you to share with me how you're going with your power pose, I like to call it, or the Wonder Woman pose, and give it a go. Go into the toilets, try it before you go into that meeting or that review that you might be a little bit anxious or feeling a bit, stressed about. It absolutely works. So anyway, give it a go. It's pretty cool. Also, confident people, they are fantastic at learning, constantly learning. There's this great quote by Jack Nicholson. I think he said, if you stop learning, I think you're dead. It is so true. You've got to keep learning. Whatever that is, always open your mind to learning, whether it's books or a coach or this amazing e-course and webinar, whether it's TED Talks or going and getting professional development or finding a mentor, which I highly recommend. Make sure you always keep your mind open to learning. It is awesome. And absolutely, I would recommend getting a coach. I've got a coach and 3 mentors, and I am so blessed. I mean, some of the mentors are formal and some are informal, but I've got people around me that I reach out and they support me, and they're brilliant. So make sure you get a coach. It really does, or a mentor, it really does help with your confidence. Also, confident people are resilient. They're resilient. And if you'd like to learn some tips around resilience, reach out to me, because I've got some great tips around resilience in terms of how you can reframe situations, how sometimes you just need to let stuff go, how to name emotions is really important. Resilience is key as a leader and also as a person. I think that, getting back when you get knocked down and really focusing on, resilience is going to really benefit you as a leader. So if you'd like some more tips around how to build resilience and confidence in that space, let me know, because it's really, really important. And a key to resilience is letting it go. I'm not going to sing the Frozen song, so don't worry. But yeah, I mean, letting it go. You know what? Life's too short. And the amount of times I have ruminated and gone over and over and over a situation, I've thought to myself, you know, a few months down the track, I thought, why was I worrying about that so much? Why didn't I just let it go? And sometimes with situations or with people or with circumstances, you just have to say, look, I have to let this go. I have to let this person go. Life is way too short. It's absolutely way too short. So today I really want you to put some of these things in action. If there were things that you kind of resonated with around, maybe it was around your RAS setting, your strengths, your purpose, your tribe, things like that around letting it go, resilience. If there was anything you felt, you know what, I need to get some more focus or skills in these areas, the key to any of this stuff is action. You've got to put it into action. Give it a go. Put yourself out there, because action absolutely breeds confidence and courage. Absolutely. And confidence is a choice. You can choose to be confident, or you can choose not to be confident. It's your choice. You can choose confidence, or you can choose not to be confident. Please choose confidence. Obviously, to do this webinar, please choose confidence. So, just some final points. Own your story. You matter. It'll really make such a difference in your leadership. Understand your leadership story and where you have come from. Focus on your strengths and your talents and what makes you rock and what makes you unique and different. It's all about confidence and mindset and setting your RAS. Think about every day how you can set your RAS and what to focus on. Okay, so you can see those VW or pregnant women, all those strengths or talents, whatever your focus is. Fail fast and move forward. Man, just put yourself out there. Take risks. And you know what? If you fail, if it doesn't work out, move on. Okay, let it go. I've got to move on. I've got to let go, because life's way too short. I need to focus on, if there's something that you want to do, there's a dream or a trip or a goal, or you want to start your own business, or you want to go for that opportunity, take a risk and go for it. And, I remember when I stood on the cliff and jumped off to start the company several years ago, I've failed several times, but I get myself back up. And this is where the resilience is really important. And I keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, confidence is your choice, leaders. It's your choice. Choose confidence. I know I've said this a lot during the webinar. Keep this in mind. YOLO. You only live once. So be the confident and best you. Please be the best version of you, because you rock as a leader. Focus your RAS on that. You totally rock. Every single one of you on this webinar is a leader. So thank you. If you want to know a little bit more, I've got some, I know during the course of this e-course, you've been getting lots of different resources. But if you need to know more, here are my direct contact details. And follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, Twitter and Instagram. I'm always posting inspirational and confidence quotes to really help you shine. Never stop learning. Know yourself. Just do it. Absolutely do it. Thank you again for being the best you can be. I'm so blessed and honoured to have you on this webinar. Reach out if you need any more information. And I know I said this before, but you rock. Take care. Bye.